Hi friends, it's Miss Jules here. I'm back for another Taking Care of Our Planet Tuesday. This Tuesday, like I told you last week, we are going to be talking about compost and composting. I don't know if you know what that is, but you are about to find out. So I have a little video to show you like I usually do. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see it.
What do millipedes, banana slugs, worms, bacteria, and mushrooms have in common? They're all decomposers. Decomposers are living things that eat organic matter. Organic matter includes pieces of plants and animals that were once alive and are now rotting or decaying. This includes leftover food like orange peels, half-eaten sandwiches, and apple cores. When decomposers eat organic matter, they pass it through their bodies and break it down into compost. Compost looks like dirt or soil and is the color of dark chocolate. It is crumbly and smells clean and fresh like the earth after it rains. Compost acts like a vitamin pill. It adds important vitamins or nutrients to the soil. Just like people need vitamins to stay strong and healthy, so do plants. When the soil is full of nutrients, more plants are able to grow. Out in nature, decomposers live under rocks, logs, and leaves. They feast on organic matter and leave behind nutrient-rich compost for meadows, forests, and mountains. This is nature's way of recycling. Decomposers can live in many places, including our backyards. Since decomposers help in a process called composting, where the natural process of decay is sped up, some people create homes for decomposers by layering leftover food and yard clippings in piles outside. These are called compost piles. Compost can help produce more food for people in a natural and earth-friendly way.
That is totally true. So what I would like to talk to you about is composting. So that's what composting is. And what we put into a compost pile or a compost bin is food scraps, yard debris. I actually have a whole list of things I want to show you, but things that you don't eat in the kitchen that you aren't going to use for leftovers, or say you have a piece of fruit that's been rotten, that can go in a compost bin, and you can use it to make more compost and plant, and soil to plant things, which is super cool, and then doesn't just go in your garbage can. So I will show you my cool little list here for our compost, because we live in Portland in a county called Multnomah County. We actually get a big bin. It kind of looks like a garbage bin or a recycling bin, but it's green and it says compost on it, and that is where you can put your food scraps. And it's important to remember, you don't want to put meat or dairy or eggs in your compost if you're going to put it right out in your yard, because those attract animals and that can cause issues with your yard, and also can harm the animals if they eat something that they're not supposed to. So I'm going to show you an example of some stuff you can put in your compost. Now, you're going to find this little piece of paper in your kit. So go ahead and open your TCOOP Tuesday folder. You'll find these. That way, once you're done watching this video, you can always look back on it. You could even hang it on your fridge or somewhere that you can always look back so you can remember what can be composted. It says, what to put in your compost. Don't forget a pitchfork for mixing your compost. Now this is if you don't have a bin that gets picked up every week by people who work for the city. This is if you were doing compost in your backyard. Either way, you can still put these things in your bin. So the remains or the leftovers of fruits and vegetables, twigs and sticks, newspaper, sometimes paper towels too, grass and dead flowers, grains and legumes, coffee grinds and tea bags, crushed eggshells, cardboard, hay or straw, hair and fur, dead leaves. It says in an ideal compost pile, you're looking for a brown, which produces carbon, and to green, which produces nitrogen, ratio of about 25:1 or 30:1. That's a little bit confusing and very scientific. Let me show you what's green and what's brown. On the other side of your worksheet, you'll see it says compost, greens and browns. The greens include veggies, fruits, coffee grounds, tea bags, bread, grass, and leaves. Now, it says, remember, no meat, fat, cheese, or poop. Good to know. Any kind of dairy as well, not the best. And then the last thing you'll find in your kit for this class is a little worksheet that says My Compost Bin. Color the pictures that belong to your compost bin and draw lines to connect them to the compost bin. So here you'll see they took part of the, I think that's a pineapple, and drew the line. So you can look, it looks like there's a bag, some kind of lemon or orange slice, watermelon, strawberry, a milk carton, a piece of lettuce or a leaf, an apple core, a broken glass, a can, a light bulb. This, I think it might be a can of something, I'm not sure. You color in the ones that you think do belong in your compost bin and leave the others just black and white. I would love to see your finished pictures when you get done coloring. You can post them in the comments below, and then I can see what it looks like people thought should go in their bins and should not go in their bins. Again, composting is a great way to take food waste, reuse it in our gardens, and remember our reduce, reduce, recycle rules. That is a great, compost is a great way to be doing those three things and taking care of our planet. So the last thing I want to show you so that you can see what mine looks like, to take off my blanket, it's very cold today. I'm going to take you with me on a little tour. As you can see, that is my office where I film all of your guys' videos. I'm going to set this down here, and I'm going to show you our compost piles. So we have avocado skins, we have some veggies in there. This one's full of coffee grounds. And when they get full, we dump them in our compost bin outside, which I will show you now. Go up our stairs. Going on a little tour today for TCOOP Tuesday. And it's really wet and rainy. I don't have shoes, so I can't go out there without shoes. So the blue bin for recycle. Whoop. The gray one is our garbage, and then this one here is Portland compost, and that is our bin where we put all of our composting materials. So that's a quick little tour of Miss Jules' composting area. Like I said, I would love to see the pictures. I'd love to hear if you already compost, if you want to try to compost, and maybe try to think of something that you're not sure if you would compost it or not. Have an adult help you do some research and find out, and then post it in the comments below and see if you can trick Miss Jules and ask me whether it gets composted or not, because I might not even know myself. I'm still learning a lot. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video about composting. Come back next week. It's our last week before the winter break. We're going to do a fun video on taking care of nature, protecting nature, and our promises to the planet. So keep taking care of the planet. Post your comments so you can enter your name and win a prize. And I will see you next week. to keep taking care of our planet. All right, bye.